De'Anthony, the first of 82, man. How did it feel out there being in the starting lineup for the start of the season, man?
It felt great. My name was called, and I knew the assignment. I knew to go in, play my game, play hard, play defense, get stops and get out. So I was just, doing what I know how to do.
De'Anthony, at this point, we know what Ja can do with some of his highlights, but just which was more impressive to you, the block or the dunk?
Man, he hit his head on both of them pretty much. Probably the block though, because we take pride in defense over here. So I think his block was definitely a game changer for us.
Secondly, obviously, you guys are used to Ja delivering in the fourth quarter, but does it seem like, at least just in one game, there's a difference in just kind of how he's understanding what he can do on the court, and it just feels like it's maybe not flowing easier, but just much more freely?
We all grown up. We've been at this team for 3 years. So I think we're all grown up and we're all understanding what it takes to win games. And it's not easy winning games in the league. You see they came back, they fight. We're all pros out here, but it matters who's gonna be, the most poised and, have the most execution down the stretch.
When they cut it down to 1 point, y'all just turn y'all defense up a notch and they just went out. What did y'all do different in the last couple of minutes to shut them off?
Just keep playing hard. Just play harder. Look at the game plan even more. Pressure up more. Be more physical. Just whatever it is, just do more of it. It's the fourth quarter. We understand that we can't be lackadaisical. So we gave up a little lead, and we understand that. But how can we learn from that? And go on runs like we did towards the fourth.
On the alley-oop to Ja, when did you see him? What can you take us through that? What you saw?
I probably saw him around like half, and once Ja start full speed sprint, you already know where he want to go. So I just threw it up there, and if it didn't get tipped, he gonna catch it. So I just threw it high enough to where only he can get it, and he did the rest with it.
More. I know basketball is a fun game, but like y'all look like y'all legitimately having a good time out there playing. Like, how much fun is it to play with a group of guys that you play with every single day?
It's a blessing. Honestly, it's a blessing. We all love to play. We all love to move the ball, and we all love to win. So I think you got that recipe, and everybody's bought into it. It's crazy how much fun you can really have out here. And like you said, it's a game, and you gotta have fun with it. If you're not, it turned into a job. And we trying to just make this basketball. You know what I mean? And show our chemistry and show our togetherness. It's going to take over some games.
Does it feel good starting off? Feel good to have that start?
Definitely does. It's one game. We understand that. But to get it in front of our home crowd, start the season, and we've been so anxious after 6 preseason games to come out here and play when it counts. I think we did a great job, and we're just gonna go back and watch film and understand where we get better and just keep moving along, one game at a time, honestly.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Mowdy man. It's just they kind of mixed.
Obviously, at this point, do you surprise yourself sometimes with just kind of how you've been creative with some of these highlights, whether it was block or at this point, you just kind of, when you're there, I got to make a play and you realize, here we go again.
Yeah, no. I did surprise myself on the block, though. The layup was kind of high. When I seen the replay, had to duck my head a little bit. But, my main focus right now is to try to be, more active on the defensive end. I feel like, we're a better team, when I'm locked in. They had, a couple transition buckets and, late, I had to, make a play. Same matches, we say all game, our defense, generate, our offense. But like, when we locked in on the defensive end, we're a very dangerous team. It allows us to get out in transition. We have a lot of shooters on the floor, which, another team have to, account for. And, when we're in transition and I'm able to get in the paint and spray out, most of the time, it works out good for us. So our mindset was just, get stops, late and go on the other end and execute.
Like you had a lot of your friends. You know how many there were, and what did you think of the hoodies?
I actually don't know how much family I have here. It's a good bit. Probably I'll see them all, when I leave here. But I was actually got surprised by the hoodies as well. I didn't know they were made until I was leaving before the game, and all of them walked out with it on. I'm like, all right. I didn't get one, though, so I'm mad at them.
Ja, what was it like playing with in that position? Starting lineup.
I give a lot of credit to, all those guys, playing with, Dez and Melt. I watched them, work, this whole time. I feel like, work always pay off, and I feel like it's showing for, both of those guys on, what they was working on, during the offseason. As far as playing with Steve-O, me and him still learning, each other. I feel like the chemistry is there. I just got to read him. It was one play, I was in transition, and he like, Ja, go. And he just sailed his man, and then I ended up getting a dunk. Yeah, credit to him, he called it. Coach always teach us, have an outlet for the, man who's jumping and, get control of the ball. He told me, how fast can you run? And I was like, what you mean? He like, I'm gonna hit it there, just run and go get it. I'm like, all right, worked out. I going a lot of those MVP chants almost, make me miss my free throws. I was shook. The only thing that was going through my head was like, wow. But at the same time, it was like, yeah, you got to make these free throws. You're getting MVP chance. So I had to lock in.
But just overall, though, overall this season, how did it compare better to last season?
For sure. Getting the win and, with the fans, I feel like, they gave us a lot of energy. We had some great plays and, they was real loud tonight and, we fed off it and was able to come out with a huge win to open the season. My message tonight was pretty much, we got to win, all type of games, the pretty ones, the ugly ones. I feel like, we had a lot of slip-ups on the defensive end, which gave, the Cavs some life and was able to, cut the lead down to single digits. And when we locked in, we were able to get a win. But, we just got to carry that energy into, this big road trip we got coming up. Focus on the Clippers. Lock into the game plan, study film, watch who you guard and watch the other players so and just ready to go.
All right. Thanks, everyone.